36 hours to make a game? It must be game jam time again. So I've signed up to the Devs That Jam Game Jam Challenge, where every month they give you 36 hours to build a game based on a theme. And this month's theme is titled Moonlight. And it got me thinking about lots and lots of ideas, but started sketching them out, and this idea started to form where what if we can fire loads of rockets at the moon and light it up, hence Moonlight. And we could see how many rockets we could jab in and crash into the moon, and the thrusters will eventually light it up like a beacon. Well, that's what I was thinking anyway. So prototyping, lots of prototyping, just to try and get the idea working. And obviously got to jab the rockets in and avoid any previously crashed rockets, so it's sort of like test your parking skills as well, your lunar parking skills, and got the prototype working. Actually, it wasn't too difficult to do. The tricky bit was fine-tuning everything, as you'll see in a moment. So once I had the basic shapes working and the basic mechanics working, I then started to put together some graphics, grabbing some clip art, not very good at drawing in a hurry, and started then smashing rockets into the moon. And this is what the game looked like at the end of day one. And I thought I'd make it suitable for mobile, because I think it worked really well as a mobile game where you could just click, tap on the screen to launch the rockets in. And you can see here, just starting to a game starting to form now. I added some random little aliens in there. Maybe we could have like a separate scoring alien counter or something like that. It's just something to keep you more focused and try and get specific spots on the moon when you're trying to fire them into it. Added a little bit of sound here and there, nothing too brilliant, just nice subtle sounds. So we've got like explosives, impact sound, explosions, pop sounds when you select options, and obviously a game over sound that you've just heard there. So yeah, at the end of day one I was really happy with the way the game was working. Still not there yet though. There's a lot of fine tuning and balancing. I found that in some cases it was really hard to make sure all the rockets fit around the moon. I mean, I had to make sure that each level is possible to complete. Even though it might be really tricky, it still has to be possible. So that was the end of day one. Day two was more about artwork and UI design, and here we have me sort of tinkering around with UI. Time was running out for me today, so didn't have a lot of time to put together a really nice polished design, but it's getting closer, and I think given a few more hours I could probably have got there. But yeah, here is the finished game, where we have a counter. You have to make sure you use up all your rockets that you've been allocated for that level, making sure they're fired into the moon, and avoiding any previously parked rockets that are stuck into the moon. Would like to have made a better reward system, whereby the more rockets and thrusters you're embedding into the moon, the lighter the moon will get, so hence Moonlight. So it'd be nice to really have the moon illuminated, fully illuminated, once you've completed or nearing completion of that level. But I'm still really happy. It's still a really tricky game. There's a lot of randomness involved, which is great because it means that even me, the person who made it, I don't know how the game is going to pan out, and I find that concept quite an interesting one. I always try and include as much randomness as possible and unpredictability, and so yeah, this game has a small serving of randomness. But anyway, there we go. Moonlight. You can play it following the link.